by me in the shopping cart. We're kind of passing each other. She's walking right by my car.
Okay.
Yep, she's looking. She sees me.
What's she doing?
She's just looking at the car.
And he's screaming. Is she talking to him?
Nope. She just kept on walking. She's looking at it, but she never stopped or nothing. She just kept on walking. Hey, there's people walking by. There's another guy walking by. Here goes another guy. Two guys going to walk by.
I can hear him screaming.
The guys are looking, but they don't know where it's coming from. Now he's shaking my car. My car is just shaking like crazy. They both walked by, though. Neither one of them said anything. They just walked right on by.
Oh, how funny. Buddy's been locked. How long has he been locked in that truck?
He's been in there for like a half hour, 45 minutes. He's still screaming. He can't tell where anybody's at, so he's just constantly screaming. He's just
Bodie is locked in the trunk. People are walking by listening to him saying, help me, get me out of here.
Oh, here we go. Here comes another guy coming out. Older guy going to walk right by.
All right. Bodie's still screaming.
Yeah, he's still screaming. How you doing, sir? There you go.
You said hi to him?
Yeah.
All right. Now you're just sitting, where are you sitting at?
I was right on the sidewalk up by the front door.
Oh, there's a bench?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's walking right by. Not saying a word. He's looking around. He hears him screaming, but he can't tell where it's coming from.
All right, Mikey, run to the car.
Okay.
Run to the car, look at that guy and goes, you didn't hear nothing. And just take off.
And then just take off?
Yeah.
I was like, he's gone now.
Get in the car and go.
He's not close enough now.
Go, you didn't hear nothing.
All right.
I want you to just take off.
Should I threaten him?
No, don't threaten anybody. No, it's illegal to threaten people. Just go,
you didn't hear nothing. You hear me?
That is not Mikey. That is so out of character for him.
All right, I'm out of here.
What did he do?
All right, what did the guy do?
Oh, man, there's a whole bunch of people looking now. I'm backing up. They're all getting out of the way. Somebody's taking the car, man. I feel like I'm in a limo.
What did that guy do?
You screamed. You didn't hear nothing. Everybody looked at now. You're just taking off.
Oh, I know. I'm just taking off. I'm pulling out on the north street now.
Oh, that's
I'm
funny.
getting the heck out of here.
All right, listen, go back and tell those people you're joking.
Okay, I'll drive back around. Yes, sir.
You didn't hear nothing. Nothing. Oh, my God. Fantastic. All right, let's get this thing started.
Kids, what time is it?
The alarm clock screams and there's a cat butt in my face. I don't want to get up, face the human race. I take a shower, I take a pee, I drink some coffee, watch some TV. But nothing seems to keep my eyes open. Nothing seems to get my blood flowing. Called up a friend of mine and asked what lights a fire under your behind. He says he spells relief, R-A-Y-L-Y-T-L-E. Have no fear, the gang's all here, so clean out your ears for the morning disaster. They got gas and brass and testes and rock and roll piled up to the rafters. They're really immature and there's no cure, but they'll be your favorite broadcasters.
Ray Lytle.
And it's Ray Lytle's
Morning Disaster.
It's Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. I took my friend's advice to heart. I bought myself an FM radio. Now every weekday starts with a visit from the Morning Disaster Show. And now I spell relief, R-A-Y-L-Y-T-L-E. Have no fear, the gang's all here, so clean out your ears for the Morning Disaster. They got gas and breast and testes and rock and roll piled up to the rafters. They're really immature, but there's no cure, but they'll be your favorite podcasters. And it's Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. And it's Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster.
Oh my God, I'm having a banana for breakfast, everybody. Having banana today. We started with a little pregame of Bodie and Mikey. You didn't see nothing with Bodine's arm hanging out the back of Mikey's car. Oh my God, Mikey frightening people in the parking lot. Fantastic. How you doing? It is a Tuesday that feels like a Monday, which makes it one of those unique days we get into after holidays here. And happens a couple times a year. This is one of those times. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? It is the Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. I'm Ray, along with my banana, my protein drink. I got some water, and of course,
This is Steve's tumor. This is Steve's tumor saying good morning to everyone. Please don't mind me as I'm drinking the poison that Steve is feeding me. Oh, yes. The poison is delicious. Oh, I just love it. Oh, it's delicious. It tastes better than Ray's banana.
so Steve's a tumor is also here. This is the Tuesday that feels like a Monday after the big game on Saturday night. How about that, right? Good time. I want to say hi to those that made it and those that couldn't. It was a good time, nonetheless. And congratulate Steve. Not only is Steve's tumor on, but Steve himself was the first person in the chat room today. Way to go, Steve. Way to go, dude. Awesome. Followed by Stice was second. First loser. Diane, Bubba, Holly. But Steve was our winner today. Very happy that he won. Good old Steve, who I sat next to at the game. I sat next to Steve. Well, we were both on each side of the table. And Steve was ignoring me most of the game. Because usually, usually he answers. But he did not answer me, or he did not answer my wife when she introduced herself. He was very self-involved. That's what I thought anyway. Steve seemed kind of hoity-toity. He was very he was counting his money. He was just sitting there counting money. And I'd be like, "Oh, Steve, are you having fun?" And he was like, "Please don't bother me. I'm counting my money. I'm counting my coins." It was horrible. No, he says he couldn't hear. No, I didn't know that Steve had a hearing problem. Or was it your left ear? Steve, is it your left ear? Because we were sitting to his right, and literally I'd have to when I was talking to him, I had to say things, 2-3 times, which I understand because I have a hearing problem. And I know it drives my wife crazy, so well. They're saying Adam must be sick. Yeah, Adam must be sick. Yeah, but Adam left the game early the other day and gave me his tickets, his because we all bought 50-50 tickets. And Adam gave me his tickets. And so the dream was to win with Adam's tickets and then say that it was one of my tickets that won. And never give the money to Adam. But unfortunately, we all lost. But it would have been funny. I'd say, I always go for the laugh. It would have been funny if Adam's ticket was the one that won. Bubba says he also had a banana today. How was your banana, Bubba? Was it good? I'd say this banana is pretty good. But it's huge. I mean, good Lord. I mean, it's gigantic banana. I mean, there's a lot to eat. A lot of banana. A lot of banana for one person. I got to tell you. Oh, there's Adam. A lot of banana for one person. Yeah. It's kind of phallic. I feel sort of, I feel sort of, here's the problem with eating it. Okay. It's so big and no co-host. So when I eat, that means, there's going to be silence. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be talking with my mouth full, but yet I don't want to, oh, well. I don't want to have a mouthful of banana and be talking, but at the same time, I just feel weird with my banana just open like this and not eating it, So here's the game. There was Cindy. Cindy was to my left. Then there was Nick and his wife were right there. And then you had Steve was to my right. My wife was there, and I'm trying to think of like who was where Adam was down the way, but he was wandering over a lot, and then he left. Like I said, he left, and no Fat 420. Fat 420 was was not there. Chris Stice was there. Stice and his wife were there, but the whole time we were talking about the shooting at the mall, even though we were at the game. The game was pretty exciting. There's a lot of shit going on at the game, but yet we were just like, oh my God, what's going on with the shooting? We were talking about the shooting the whole time we were at the Sliders game. So we were discussing, oh my God, the shooters, and there's 4 guys and they jumped one, and somebody got somebody pulled a gun, someone got shot. I mean, holy crap. We figured out the whole story. They were trying to throw a guy off the top floor at the mall. Hold on, I gotta take a bite of banana, everybody. So, That was crazy. Steve says, honestly, I was starstruck at the game. I wanted to meet you since the 90s. I was kind of, oh, please. Dude, I'm as normal as, I'm as normal as anyone. Please. No reason to be starstruck over me, for God's sakes. Even in the 90s. Even in the 90s. There's no reason to be starstruck over, for God's sakes. No. No. Carlos says that's why I never give scratch off tickets or lottery tickets as gifts. If they win, it's tickets I bought and I get nothing. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I 100% agree. 100%. Adam left and he says, "Hey, here's my tickets," which was nice, but if he would have won, we would have just kept the money. We wouldn't even, But I got to tell you, if I gave someone gifts, here's the other problem with giving lottery tickets that Carlo didn't bring up. You give someone a lottery ticket as a gift, and if they win the lottery, you're going to be thinking, oh shit, they should give me some. But they shouldn't. You gave them the ticket. So if they win, they win. I mean, think about it. you're going to give them a lottery ticket. They're going to cash it. Like if you give someone a scratch off ticket and they go to scratch it off and they win like $100,000. You could have scratched that off yourself, gotten the $100,000, and then give them like $20,000. You know, you could have. You mean to tell me you're not going to feel bad? I'll admit it. And if someone says they wouldn't feel bad, they're lying. I admit it. I would feel bad if they won. So I would be giving them the tickets hoping that they lost. So that way, because why did you give them? Here's why you give them. Because they cost like $1. And you cheap. So you want to get someone a gift. So you say, oh, I'm going to give you these scratch off tickets. Or I'm going to give you a lottery ticket. So I got you a gift for $1. I got you a gift. And you're hoping that's all you lost was $1. I'm saying that, you know, that I mean, the odds are that neither one of you, you weren't gonna win if you kept them. They're not gonna win if you give them away. So you're basically giving them, you know, a small time gift. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I'm saying about, you know. So if they win the lottery, I mean, they'll be happy, but are they even going to remember that you're the one that gave them the ticket, you know? Because they're going to think, well, all they did was give me $1 ticket. They literally gave me a ticket for $1. I don't know how great a gift that was, you know? And then you're going to feel bad giving them a ticket. You will feel bad thinking, oh, shit. You know, they won. They won. And I got nothing out of them winning. I'm telling you. I don't think you can. I don't think giving any kind of tickets, like lottery tickets, scratch off tickets, whatever, none of that's a good move. I see Kathy's in. Hey, Kathy, how you doing? I hope you're feeling better. Yeah. No, Adam was nice. Adam said, here, take the tickets, and if you win, I could buy an awesome wheelchair, which would be awesome. Except, I mean, I think a 50-50 is only like a couple $100. Is that right? Somebody, Cindy, Steve, Stice was like 100. It was like a couple hundred, right? Yeah. But the Sliders picked it. The Sliders had like a 5-run inning when we were there. It was fun. A 3-run homer and yeah. Cindy said that with $200. So $200 would have, you know, you know, I don't know what the $200 would have bought, but it certainly wouldn't have bought a new, you know. I mean, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but it would, you know, $200 really wouldn't have, you know, bought much. So I like what Carlos said. I wouldn't give lottery tickets as a gift. That's just me. Now, forgive me as I take another bite of this banana, because I don't want it to get, you know, I don't want the banana to get bad as I'm talking. All right. I got started my protein drink. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's get to I have a ton of news to get to. We start with a 61-year-old woman in Texas who decided to join in a 4th of July parade. All right. There's a woman in Texas, in Rockwall, Texas. They had a 4th of July parade. A 61-year-old woman named Lori Bostick, while watching the parade, decided that she wanted to be in it. She was such a fan of the parade that she decided she wanted to be in the parade. So she showed up. To become part of it. She showed up at the staging area at the beginning of the parade. This woman has watched this parade her whole life. She just decided she wanted to be in it. All right. So she showed up at the staging area on her old beat up tractor. She showed up on her beat up tractor that she had put an American flag on. She put an American flag on the tractor and decided she was going to be in the parade. And the people told her, no, you're not going to bring that dirty old tractor and put that in the parade. No, there's a process. You cannot take part of the parade. You got to buy a permit. You've got to be accepted. Blah blah. We're not going to accept this dirty tractor as part of the parade. So the woman tried to join the parade anyway. So the parade gets going, and this woman takes the 61-year-old woman takes her dirty tractor, and she tries to join in on the parade. There's video.
What the hell is going on, man?
I'm gonna take it to the very beginning. This is the beginning. All right, here we go.
Ashley, get the kid. What the fuck, man? What the hell is going on, man?
I'm gonna try to sync the video so I can share it with you guys. Okay.
What happened? I got it all on video too. You did? Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to sync the video so you guys can watch it while all this stuff is going around. Okay. We're gonna try to sync it together. So you can see the video of the woman trying to get in the parade. All right. Here we go.
Ashley, get the kid.
Here comes the tractor. There she goes on that dirty tractor with the cops trying to stop her.
Man? What the hell is going on, man? What happened? I got it all on video too.
You did?
Oh yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah. What should do? Steal a tractor or something?
No, it's her tractor, but if you don't mind, just kind of stay back.
Yeah.
No, it's her tractor. I love it. There we go.
Ashley, get the kid.
Yeah, look again. There's the one in the tractor.
What the fuck, man?
There we go. There was a woman and her unsuccessful attempt at joining the parade. The police, of course. The police, of course, arrested her and brought her down. She seemed like, I don't know, she seemed like, you know, a harmless woman on a tractor. Oh, well. DC is in the chat room saying, I'd have started the news with the ocean on fire. But DC's telling me how he's a better host than me, obviously. Well, I've got enough of that going on, TJ. I've got enough of that going on. I don't need to. I'd like to try. I wanted to start with something. I wanted to start with something entertaining and funny. And I think the old woman, I think the old woman's tried to bring the tractor in. It's funny. But yeah, the ocean on fire is just sad. I mean, the ocean on fire is too crazy to, If I showed a video of the ocean on fire, yeah. Is this DC's Morning Mayhem? Is that what this is? The DC on, if you guys, everybody has seen the ocean on fire already, right? Am I crazy for thinking that? Or have you guys not seen it? Because I can't show it. As frightening as it is. I just, it's too depressing. Yeah. But it was a Mexican oil company had a pipeline burst. All right. And that's what happened. There was also Bubba says, yeah, all right, well, hold on. I'll share the video. You guys can see it. You can watch it for yourself. Here is the video of the ocean on fire. All right. Which is nuts. That's the ocean. There you go. There's the ocean on fire. That's coming up from the ocean. Yeah. So it was an underwater pipeline that somehow under the water caught fire. And you watch, I'll start this video again. If you watch the video, you'll see it. That the fire's coming up from the bottom of the ocean. That's the top of the Gulf right there. They're on fire. Isn't that crazy? From an environmental standpoint, I mean, good Lord, come on. God damn. That's insane. And the other thing is, they did, they got that under control yesterday. So, yeah, they did get the underwater fire under control. But for those that haven't seen it, there you go. TC says, I'm just thinking, start with the we're all doomed, and then let the lady in her tractor join the parade. No, listen. There are rules. There are rules. Like Kathy says, you can't do that. Just join. You can't just join a parade. Organizers have placement maps. Who is doing what in the public. It would, they charge fees for people that want to join and all that stuff. So yeah, no, the city, obviously the city put on the parade and they got to make a little something from it. So they probably charge everybody a little bit of money for being in the parade and they organize it and they make sure that everything looks proper and blah, blah, blah. That woman just wanted to join the parade. You just don't join it. A city has to have a little bit of control, so you kind of know who's in it and everything. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where Nick is. It's Tuesday. Everybody's going back to work today. Maybe he's busy or whatever. Bubba. So stop asking every fucking other text. Yeah. I don't know where. I have no idea where he is, but I saw him on Saturday, of course. But I don't know. I know he's on. I know he was on vacation, but I think I don't care about that, Holly. I don't care about the other thing. Dead to me. Yeah. So I don't know. You got to admit, though, I will give you this. DC, I'll give you this. The video of the ocean on fire was pretty freaking cool. I hate to say it, but it was pretty freaking cool. Was pretty freaking cool. Bob was talking about the outfit that Nick wore to the game on Saturday. Yeah, the outfit that Nick wore to the game on Saturday. The outfit Nick wore to the game was a flag. In fact, we were underneath the stands when the Star Spangled Banner played. All right. We were underneath the stands and we had not gotten a chance. We had not even gotten to the stands yet. So we could not see the flag from where we were. This is, I'm not joking. This is an honest to God true story. Everyone turned and faced Nick. Because he was wearing a flag outfit. I'm not joking. He was dressed like the flag. If you have TikTok, check either Chris Stice's TikTok or I think I put it up on my TikTok. You can see the outfit he was wearing. We looked at him because we couldn't see the flag from where we were. So we all looked at Nick during the Star Spangled Banner. That's a true story. Oh my God. It was crazy. Yeah. Kathy says, oh my God, I'm so sad. I missed the Nick flag. Let me see if I can get a picture. I want to get a picture of him in that flag. And if I find it, I'll put the picture up if I could. Let me grab it. Let's see. All right, hold on. I think I shared Stice. Oh, here we go. Here's Chris Stice's TikTok. All right. Stice had a TikTok where he was trying to talk to Nick, and Nick big timed him. All right, there we go. That's Stice. There's Nick's outfit. You got, do you see? Look at that. Look at his outfit. That's Nick's outfit. You guys see? I'm telling you, he was dressed. He was dressed like the flag. So we looked at Nick. Everyone looked at Nick during the Star Spangled Banner. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, Kathy says, "Oh my God, I am so sad I missed the Nick flag." That's what Nick wore to the game. That's what he That's what he wore. I've never asked him where he found that. I'm not sure where he bought that suit, but yeah, I think he's had it for I think he might have had that for a year or two, but he did look awesome. He did look great. So if you look at that photo, you'll see, and by the way, if you get a chance to watch that TikTok video, it's very funny. I highly recommend it. Yeah, I'll show you the, It was Nick big timing Stice. It's actually pretty funny. So I highly recommend watching that TikTok. It was very good. As Nick big timed him. That was fantastic. Oh well. Hold on. Sharing, I was just accidentally sharing. I was accidentally sharing some Van Halen there for a second, so let me turn that off. Yeah. Kathy says, "Why wasn't he arrested by the fashion police?" I have no idea. I have no idea. Yeah, this is what you missed. For those of you wondering what the game was like, that's what you missed. Nick dressed like that. Oh God. Just fantastic. Oh, Bubba wants to know what's my TikTok. Yeah, I think mine is. Hold on, I think it's called. Is it called Chubby Ray? Hold on, let me check. I'm not sure. Let me check my TikTok. Same 4 chords for every song. It is. What is my profile? Yeah, the Chubby Ray, the Chubby Ray, TheChubbyRay. Yeah, and I also have a I have a TikTok of Nick, which is pretty funny. So yeah, you can get the app. I highly recommend. I recommend Nick Talk _78. Of course, me, although I don't TikTok very much, I should. And then I like Chris Stices. Stices has a good one. Yeah. I'll tell you the video of Nick Big Time and Stice is very funny. And of course, Waffle Stompers in the chat room. Fat420 says he has one. He has a TikTok and his name is Metal Mike 1. Metal Mike, yeah. Tremania, what's the best metal? Woo! Hold on, I gotta take a bite of banana. Oh, tasty banana. Forgive me. It's so delicious. So delish. All right, let's see. Let me get to other stories of the news. They came up with a percentage of thank yous that are insincere. All right. Like how many times does someone say thank you and not mean anything? You know? How many times has someone said thank you and been insincere about it? How many times? They actually came up with a number. Adam says his guess is 60% of the time. 60% of the time. Cindy also guesses 60%. These are people who say thank you, but they don't mean anything by it, you know? $207 times a month is the average that a person will say thank you to another person. Like you're walking into some place or someone, you know, will barely do anything to help you. You go, oh, thank you. Do you really mean it? Do you really mean it? That's what this survey talked about. Like how many times, like I gotta be honest, I don't say thank you that often. You know, when I try to do thank you as much as possible. You know what I mean? I try, but I try to keep it to where what I mean it. You know what I mean? Like if I'm having trouble, like getting into the Fit Club and somebody holds the door for me, I go thank you, because I genuinely mean thank you, as in, you know, you went out of your way to help to make something easier for me. I genuinely mean thank you. You know, when someone does something that really doesn't help you, or, you know, I just don't say it. I got to be honest. I've met some people who expect it. Even though they didn't do shit, they still expect to thank you. People like that drive me crazy. They really do. You know when you really, really do something? Like I have done some computer stuff from some people. Oh, Summer makes a good point. She says, I'm sorry, but thank you, Summer. That's a great point. I got to tell you, I have done some big things for people. And they can't even say thank you. But yet, they'll say thank you for the most meaningless shit, They say thank you to, like I once, I've helped people get out of trouble. I've connected people to other people who help them get businesses started. I wrote an XML feed for someone, and did all this shit for them. I couldn't even get a thank you. And then you see you're with the person later and you see the most meaningless thing done and they go, "Oh, thank you." For the person, like Adam says, Ray, you were very thankful for this. Well, the steaks were great. Thank you. Of course I was thankful for that. That's what I mean though, Adam. I mean, I want to be thankful for stuff like that. I don't want to be thankful for, for nothing. However, the number of the 207 times a month you say thank you, they've determined 54 of those thank yous are insincere. All right. They say by the way, that's 26%. They say that 54 thank yous are meaningless. I just skip them, Oh, thanks, Steve. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah. I like what Summer said. The I'm sorries might be a bigger number. Yeah. I apologize to my wife. I apologize to my wife 200 times a week. I got to be honest. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm apologizing for. I just figure I'm going to apologize before it gets any bigger. I'm just going to get it out of the way. No, but I would rather hold my thank yous for someone who really deserves it. Like, Adam. I mean, he got me dinner. That was a big thank you. You know what I mean? Like some people have done some very nice things for me. I like giving them a thank you. But if what you did really wasn't, if what you did wasn't that big, then, and I don't give a thank you. And here's the thing. Think about it. And I do try to think about this. Like, if I do something small and you don't thank me, I'm not going to get offended over it, I'll be right. Well, they probably shouldn't thank me. I really didn't. I didn't go above and beyond for that one, you know, when I go above and beyond and they don't think, those are the ones that hurt. I'm telling you, there are times when I don't think if you haven't done anything, you know, if what you've done was what you were supposed to do, I'm sorry, I'm not going to give you a thank you. I think I once had this argument with Jim the photographer, where Jimmy was, and I think we might have had it on the air, if I remember, where Jimmy was upset about something, and he goes, "You didn't even say thank you," and I'm like, "For what?" It was for something he did on the show, and I'm like, "You came in and did the thing we pay you to do. Why do I thank you with a paycheck? That's how I thank you. I thank you by giving you the paycheck. I don't need to, you know, get on my hands and knees and thank you." But 26% of thank yous are insincere. Wow. Some people say that they'd rather not hear thank you if it's insincere. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I just choose to not say it. You know? I just choose to I say thank you for people who really deserve it. Like, I thanked Jason on Saturday night after he pushed the wheelchair. I was like, "Hey, thanks, Jason. Appreciate it." You know what I mean? I was like, "Thanks, buddy." I thanked him for that, you know. That's what I thank him for. So I thought it was above and beyond, you know. So I try to save my thank yous. I try not to give it. I'm sure I do, but I try not to give insincere thank yous. Like, I'm sure there's I'm sure I say thank you to people that don't deserve one quite often. I try to do better at it, you know. Yeah. I try to do I'll try to do better at ignoring the people who really don't deserve my, you know. I want you to kind of do something special to get a thank you, you know. It's all, by the way, it's all drama. You know, there are people on this planet who are just addicted to the drama. You guys know what I'm talking about? There are people who are addicted to drama. They need drama in their lives to keep them going. You know, and thank you was part of that. It's too much drama in this world. I try to yeah. Oh, I saw that, Holly. Thank you. Yeah. Holly always sends me houses. that she sees. If there's a good house for rent, she always forwards it to me. I think it's awesome. And Holly, I thank you for that, especially if we end up getting one of those houses. However, if we don't get one, I'm sorry. If we don't get one, I don't, and I don't thank you. It's because it would have been insincere. So there you go. That's what I'm saying. But I thank you for saying it's awesome. And we are looking at, we usually, almost everyone you send, we at least put, a call in or a message in to try to get it. But I'm saying that they're about drama. There's a lot of drama. There's people who live for it, There's people who live for drama. There's just too much. It's like, oh my God, disconnect yourself from the soap opera that is your life for 2 minutes and just relax, settle down. Enough with the drama. Those are the ones that are offended over thank yous and blah, blah, blah. 26%, I just told you, 26% of the time that someone says thank you, they don't mean it. They don't mean shit. So why have it mean so much? That's what I'm saying. Steve's talking about Facebook. Facebook put Steve in jail. Are you out of Facebook jail, Steve? Are you out of Facebook jail? I'm just waiting to. I saw where he was kicked. Is that how? I've never been in Facebook jail. Was that they just kick you out for 3 days? Is that how it works? I'm not sure how it all how it all works out, but I think that's what happened. They ban you from the platform for a few days. Is that how it works? I saw that Steve was in Facebook jail, but obviously he's in the chat room today, so obviously he's out of jail. I guess. Yeah. I want to know how do you make a complaint to, does anybody know how you make a complaint to Facebook? Oh no. Steve says no. Steve. Oh my God. What? Steve said something if you guys go back on if you guys look at the chat room, Steve earlier said, he just sent me a message. He said he could have pushed my wheelchair with his walker hooked up to his tow rope. All right. He said Facebook sent him a warning. That Facebook sent him. They sent him a warning about. So the warning was about picking on me, Steve? Is that what it was? Or teasing me? Yeah, how do you make a complaint to Facebook? Because my lawyer is going to make a complaint to Facebook because someone, you see, I have my copyrighted material. Okay. I have my copyrighted material that I own, which is all stuff for the Morning Disaster. That's all owned by me. It's all in my contracts. Midwest Family outlined that material was owned by me. That's why I'm able to play everything. That's why you never hear Midwest Family suing me for playing my own material, because I own it. But my lawyer is we found out there are people that are there are individuals playing my material on their shows. They're playing my material without my permission. So he's going to make a request to Facebook. I don't even know how you do that. A request to Facebook to get the person, to get the shows playing my material to stop, or they'll be punished by Facebook. But it just, it seems to me, just send them a letter, Maybe some people don't understand that it's my material, but I should be compensated. I should be compensated for that. John Lamb and I, we had material that in the early 90s, we put some material out and Bob and Tom stole it. And they played it. And never, they never, gave the credit to us, which is, and we didn't care. We would have been fine with this is, thanks to Ray Lytle and John Lamb, our two guys who did this bit out of Peoria. That's what pissed us off. The fact that they played our material. Yeah. And then the fact that they took credit for it it didn't bother us. They played it. It bothered us that they took credit for it. I mean, that's crazy. And that happened. It did happen before, and it sucks. But there's people now playing Morning Disaster best of stuff on their shows. It's like, just do your own, be funny on your show. We got to play my funny stuff for. Just make your own comedy. Let's not steal my material and redo it and expect your own accolades. Diane says, is copying the highest form of flattery? Yeah, well, listen, if you copy and credit, if you copy and say, well, this is, give the credit. But it's another thing to blatantly rip off something and, and here's the other thing. Even if sometimes I do this show every day. I've done this show online for years. This particular version of the show, I have done since April of 2020. This particular version of it. And every day it's just, come in and just try. Here's my goal. I just want to make you guys laugh. I just want to make your days better. That's it. That's the goal. The goal is just, it sucks getting through the day. Let's see if there must be, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's no echo or anything. Is there an echo? I hear Roger in the chat room asking if my voice is muffled or if you guys are hearing that. No, I think it's going fine, Roger. I don't know. You're listening on Amazon? Yeah, I don't know, buddy. It sounds it sounds good on my end. And I don't see anybody else in the chat room say that they have any problems with it. So yeah. Sorry about that. If it's Amazon, I'm checking the app. It might be the audio from our audio server, and that seems to be fine too. Yeah. I just to check that, so sorry, Steve. Yeah, Kathy says, only if you're not earning your living from it, Diane. As an artist, I would not call it flattery if someone copied a piece of my art and sold it with no compensation and credit to me. I would call that theft of artistic license. Yeah, here's my problem. And I'll explain it. I've been in this business, the business of broadcast, for over literally my entire life. My entire life has been as a broadcaster. I love it. It's my passion. It's what I do. It's what I love. I think I've had a pretty good career. I've had shows, and every show has been, even when they weren't supposed to be, every show has been me trying to make you laugh. And you being the audience in general. I just try to make you laugh. That's it. Even at times where I was supposed to make you think, or I was supposed to make you act, or I was supposed to make you angry. No, that was never my intention. My intention's always been to make you laugh. That's always been my goal. In my years, I've had some very entertaining shows. I've had some very entertaining co-hosts. I've had very entertaining people involved, very entertaining writers, I've had some very entertaining people work with me. And I think we've made some very entertaining broadcasts. All right. So if you have a show now in 2021 or in 2020, whatever the case may be, but if you have a show and you don't have the ability to make people laugh on your own, I would appreciate it if your way of making people laugh was not stealing my material and just playing it in order to get a laugh out of your audience. I think that's cheap. I just think it's bad. at least at the very least, credit me. But I got to be honest, even if you credit me, it pisses me off that you are furthering your reputation as a broadcaster based on my past. That really bothers me. I don't like it. So I'd appreciate it. I would appreciate, because that cost me money when I have my lawyer send letters. 'Cause I don't have any money for retainer anymore. I was talking to my lawyer because my lawyer is working on a separate case for me. He's working on something else for me. So we're talking daily about all that stuff. And so the broadcast stuff comes up. But I'd rather not go through all that. I'm saying that when I was as a broadcaster, I would never take someone else's material and play it to get I never played like, I would never grab tapes of Howard Stern and play his material. And somehow pass it off as my own. I got a message the other day because Tyler called into the show and did and called in saying he was Alex Jones. Then I was sent a message later in the day from someone who was watching the show, not live, but was watching it later. They sent me a message saying that it was a blatant ripoff of Howard Stern. I will listen to Howard Stern on my Sirius. If I had any idea that Tyler was ripping off Howard Stern, I would have stopped the bit. That's just how I am. I would have immediately stopped the bit. But I got this long message on Facebook complaining because of the phone call. And yet I couldn't take Tyler's side in that because I'm reading it and I'm going, this makes sense. It's exactly, I know that this is the kind of thing that pisses me off. I would have never done that on purpose. I just wouldn't have done that. I'm just telling you, he wasn't, I don't think he was ripping off. And this is the reply that I sent back to the person who sent me the message. It was not an intentional ripoff. It was not, I had never talked with Tyler and said, you're going to do this, blah, blah, blah. That's not how that went down. I didn't realize, and I love Howard Stern, but I didn't realize it was something that he did on his show. So I sent the person a letter, a return message saying that it was just, if they were offended by it, I'm sorry, but it was not intentional. And it happened once. It happened. If someone, but there are some things that are unintentional. Like if somebody sent me a message saying, oh, well, so-and-so from the Bob Smith show wears an America costume like Nick did. Wears a flag outfit like Nick did to the game. You're obviously no. That was just a coincidence, and that's
I totally rip people off all the time.
Hey, Nick. No, just, but I got to tell you, it does piss me off. It pisses me off when people take my material and play it, and they play it in order to somehow entertain their audience. It does bug me. Anyway, how you doing, Nick?
I'm good.
I saw your TikTok yesterday of you. I'm not even sure what the hell you were wearing.
What, my shorts?
Yeah. You're wearing and pelvic thrusting.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm not sure what the hell. I don't know why I liked it. I should not have liked watching you pelvic thrust your manhood right on TikTok towards me
With some 5-inch shorts.
with really short shorts.
Mission accomplished then.
Yeah. So I did put I think I hit the little heart. I think I like that.
Yep.
I put a little like next to it. Oh well. There you go. Did you have a good weekend?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, awesome. You got through it without getting banned. You're not in Facebook. You're not in Facebook jail. You're not in Facebook
Are you in
jail,
Facebook jail?
No, Steve.
Oh, Steve is.
Steve's in Facebook jail. Poor Steve. Now Steve's watching the show in the YouTube chat room. I feel like I feel like he's very lonely in there. So, I just want to send him a message because he's all alone in that chat room. Steve. Yeah. He got put in again. Oh, well.
What kind of stuff do you have to put to get put in Facebook jail?
Here's what he got. He said he would have. He said something about my wheelchair.
Okay.
He said something about my wheelchair and how he would have put a toe chain or something in my wheelchair in his walker, which what he said was not the least bit offensive, but somehow Facebook took it as offense, which I just want to say that what Steve said was not offensive at all.
Probably certain keywords and certain
Yeah.
ways it was put.
Yeah.
Thanks, algorithm.
Yeah, I guess the algorithm doesn't like the algorithm
pushing people in wheelchairs.
Yeah. The algorithm jumped to him being violent, thinking that he was wanting to push my wheelchair.
You sure he didn't mention like anything about a cliff or
Well, he mentioned a toe chain.
Okay. Well, chain would probably be the other keyword.
Yeah. So the algorithm probably thinks you want to tie my wheelchair to your truck or something and
then just drag you around.
Yeah. They probably thought he was making fun of a disabled person.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand Facebook's reaction. I just wouldn't choose to
ban him.
Yeah.
Put him in jail.
Oh, he's telling us, he says, no, it has something to do with sexual.
What? Oh, tie you up with chains.
He said it has something to do with sexual.
There it is.
Sexually.
Uh-huh.
Sexually. Wait a minute. So Facebook thinks that your message to me was somehow sexual.
Yeah. That's hot.
I'd rather not have Facebook. I'd rather not have Facebook think
Steve's got a fetish.
That Steve and I are having some kind of sexual thing going on with a wheelchair and chains.
Wheelchair chain fetish.
Yeah, I'd rather not have Facebook or anyone thinking that.
Mm.
I see
You got a-
Pete. I see
You got a
Pete
whole
is
new
in the
possible
chat room.
audience.
I see Pete's in the chat room. Good. I was kind of worried that Pete was in the Keys, because Pete goes down to the Keys, and there was a big storm. Had the big storm in the Keys. Petey, I'm glad you're not there, man. Yeah. So Facebook thinks that Steve was
Want some
remarking that he wanted to do sexual things to me
BDSM in a wheelchair.
in my wheelchair.
Yep.
Yeah. So to get that fantasy going, ladies. Two big fat guys doing BDSM in a wheelchair. In a
There's
wheelchair.
I bet there's no OnlyFans page for that.
Uh-huh. There should be. That might be my who knows? Maybe that'll be my latest thing. Maybe that'll be the OnlyFans that takes off.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wanted to see my moobs. Nobody cared about that. Oh well. By the way, can I thank the lizards? The lizards of the world for the Smalgitude. Do you know what Smalgitude is? Smalgitude is the venom of a Gila monster. The lizard. Okay, did you hear about this, Nick?
Mm-mm.
There is a lizard out there, the Gila monster. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's Gila.
Yeah, that's right.
They have found that the venom has a hormone. It contained a hormone that regulates blood sugar. Endocrinologists at the University of Toronto have been studying hormones of the body, which do everything from regulating appetite to helping with digestion. And they found out about the Gila monster and their venom. And so now they're trying to find a way to use the lizard hormone to fight obesity. So it has been named Smalgitude, and it is basically lizard hormone from lizard venom. And they're finding out that when given to humans, it helps them lose large amounts of weight.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They found out that this venom can cause people to lose it. So they want to test it. They want to test more to see if it's, if this is something that they can use.
Market.
Yeah. Well, of course they want to use it to make money, but you also want to use it to make people's lives better. I got to be honest. I mean, if they found a way for me to lose weight, it'd be wonderful if they found a way for that to happen, I'd be all for it. I'd take some lizard venom hormone. I'd let.
I'd
let
take
one
it if
of
I
them-
can get this last 20 pounds off of me.
Yeah. If they say you got to let a Gila monster bite you in the ass, I'd be.
Well, no, I don't
Bring
want
it
a Gila
on.
monster biting me in the butt.
I'd say bring it on.
I need like a cream or a capsule.
I'd say bring it on, buddy. Give me some of that venom.
My
They're
My-
trying to test. They're trying to test
my-
a Gila monster venom.
my butt has turned more muscle than fat, so I'll feel it more.
It's from all that pelvic thrusting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I can now feel the testosterone shots.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah.
Because you're losing fat in your ass.
Yep. It's turning to muscle.
Hey, take advantage of those shots while you get them, because I'll tell you what, with as much weight as you're losing,
Mm-hmm.
your testosterone levels are going to go up so much.
And they probably will. I'm probably going to get tested here. I think my
Yeah.
appointment's in August, so I'll get tested
Then they
again.
won't. They won't. They're not going to let you take them anymore after you.
That's
you know.
if I'm making it naturally, that's fine. Then I'm back to where it was supposed to be.
I know with me, I had the low testosterone when I got this one blood test, and then I could get those shots. It was amazing. It truly was amazing. And then they fucking tested me, and the level went, the level was normal or too high or whatever. So I couldn't take it anymore. Then I went to feeling like shit, So, yeah. I'll tell you, I'd like if we could get shots of lizard venom
Mm-hmm.
and it can help us lose weight. Hell, I'd be all about that. I'd be all about that. Bunch of, something to be excited about. Some good old lizard venom. Which I think that would be crazy. I think that would be crazy if that's what finally, if that's what finally does it. Something as ridiculous as lizard venom. Turns out to be what we needed all along. Like people go to me and go, "Oh my God, you look great. You look fantastic. Is that your workout?" Oh, it's lizard venom.
No, lizard venom. Gila venom.
Yep. There you go. Would it be nice to say, "Oh yeah, this is my sit-ups," or "This is my bench press"? No, it's my lizard venom. I'd be up for that. Are you still on vacation, or are you back to work today?
No, I'm still on vacation.
Look at that. Still enjoying yourself.
Yeah, I got to go take the car to the auto body place, and
Did you finally call the police on the guy who hit you?
still waiting to hear back. Wife sent an email to one of the captains, so hopefully we'll hear back. So
so you haven't heard back from the police yet? Okay.
yeah, just haven't heard back yet.
I know you said your wife worked for the city, so I'm sure it'll be.
Yeah. We'll get to take care of it.
Hey, this is kind of interesting. Let's see if you can guess. What United States city? All right. There's a city, and it's in the United States, that has the highest density of ultra wealthy people in the world.
Highest density?
Yeah. There are cities that have super rich people, okay? But there is a city where when you compare the population of the city to the population of the people who live in the city that are ultra rich. Okay. The ultra wealthy are people that have at least $30 million. So I have a list of the global list of the cities that have the most super wealthy. Okay. But one city, the population of the city and the population of the uber wealthy means that you have the best chance of running into someone who is uber wealthy. And they have that. And I'll tell you, it's sort of, I mean, after thinking about it a while, I went, yeah, that's what it is. But when I first heard it, it was like, holy shit, how is it this city? And I just wonder if anyone can guess what city that is.
Billings, Montana.
No, it is not. It is not Billings, Montana. Number one, Steve guessed what the number one city for the most. It's easy to. I mean, I'm sure we all know what the number one, where the most uber wealthy people live. The number one city in the world is pretty easy.
Vernon, Illinois.
No, it's New York City. It's Manhattan.
I was close.
I
was close.
There's almost 2,000 people that live in Manhattan that make, over $30 million a year. That's number one. Number two is Bridgeport, Connecticut.
I was thinking Connecticut or New Hampshire or something.
Like those are people that are so wealthy. They're like, oh, I don't want to live in New York City. Let me just buy a gigantic mansion here in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Which is why, because Bridgeport, Connecticut has, it's a well-to-do town. It's a well-to-do suburb, actually, of New York City, but they have gigantic mansions. Like the people that have really big money. If you guys get a chance, Google map out Bridgeport, Connecticut one day, and just sort of look around, and you'll see, like, you see the roofs of the homes. You'll see like gigantic fucking mansions in Bridgeport. If you ever get a chance, look at it.
I just want to be able to move to like one of those places for like a year so I can lower the property values. I think I could do it pretty fast.
I would not want to be super wealthy. Seems like a lot of pressure. I got to tell you, but I'm dirt poor now. And there was a time I was making a little bit of money. I'll tell you, I had less problems when I was making a little bit of, that money is when I had least problems.
Of course you did.
You know what I mean? There were no worries, like now my life is just a worry now. Like every aspect of my life is just worries. It's just worrisome. And I'm just saying, back when I was pulling in six figures a year, I mean, you still had worries, but it wasn't anywhere near as bad as it is now, But New York's number one, Bridgeport, Connecticut, number two, Boston, number three, Seattle is number four.
Yeah.
San Francisco is 5. By the way, the first 5 cities are in the United States. Zurich. Then it's Zurich. Then Geneva. then Hong Kong, and then a town I've never heard of this town. Basel, Switzerland. Have you ever heard of it? Has anyone heard of Basel, Switzerland? Wow. I mean, that's unbelievable. I've never even heard of it. That's a town that has a ton of rich people in it. And the city in the United States that I'm talking about, this is the city with the best odds where you could run into a super rich person. And no one has guessed it yet. I've seen everybody putting up their guesses of Dubai, West Palm Beach, Victoria, Texas, Washington, D.C. I'm seeing all these guesses. No. The number one city, San Jose, California.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
San Jose. But I guess, San Jose is right outside of Silicon Valley. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So there'd be a bunch of new tech, millionaires that'd be, worth like, $70 million. That's where they live.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, back when I was like in my 30s, I had a station from San Jose. A station from San Jose was weighing my interest. They wanted to weigh my interest in doing a rock morning show there. Of course, I said I had no interest. However, reading this now, I feel like, well, another bad decision. Another bad decision for me to decide to not weigh my interest there. Another Ray Lytle bad decision. Imagine that. Yeah. Yeah. Adam says he's heard of basil, the seasoning. Yes. Yeah. Mar-a-Lago isn't on the list. That's awesome. Yeah. So San Jose, California.
Mar-a-Lago would be the number one place for douchebags.
I've never been there, so I don't know. I told you the story of my cousins in-laws, though, right? Did I tell you this story?
No.
It's actually pretty funny. My cousins in-laws were at retirement age around 2015, right? So they wanted to retire somewhere and they wanted to get a place to live down south, down in Florida.
Of course.
Where it was warm because they're from they're from New York.
And that's what you do, is you go to Florida.
And they've got some money, you know what I mean? So they wanted to go somewhere else. So they were looking in Florida. And so you mentioned Mar-a-Lago. Mar-a-Lago is in Florida, but it's connected to, and I forgot the name of the city. It's right off of West Palm Beach, right?
Okay.
But here's what it is. It's a resort. And it's off of, there's a bridge, okay? There's a bridge that connects it to Palm Beach, West Palm Beach, and all that,
all those other places.
all those different beaches and stuff, and that, on that, whatever they call that little, like there's Florida and then the Gulf, and then there's a whole port looking, or a whole a whole thing, okay? And there's different towns. There's South Palm Beach, there's different beaches, you know. And so there's Palm Beach Shores, all these different areas and stuff. So my cousin's in-laws are thinking of getting a retirement home. So there's a bridge that connects mainland Florida to this thing, and then it connects to the Mar-a-Lago Club, all right? But then there's Bingham Island, there's all these different things that are right there, okay? And then there's I forgot the name of the town, but there's towns on this little it's not an island, but you know what I'm talking about. You know, where there's land, then ocean, and then land again. Yeah, it's a little, I forgot what they call that, but so he's talking to his in-laws. And they say, well, we're thinking of moving to this place. And he says, you know, he goes, just my 2 cents. He goes, you know who stays down in Mar-a-Lago? And they're like, well, that asshole Trump does. And he goes, yeah, exactly. And he goes, well, he's running for president, you know. And they're like, well, yeah, but he's not going to win. And my cousin goes, he says, listen, I don't want to get into who's politics and who believes what or anything, but my cousin does say, he goes, you know what? It's the American people. Don't put anything past them.
Yep.
Don't put anything past them. And he says, if you decide to buy land in this place, then the main way for you to get to the mainland and to your house, the main way for you to get there would be to take whatever parkway. I can't even remember the name of the road, but he goes, it would be to take the Southern Boulevard Parkway, whatever the hell it's called. And he says, if Trump becomes president, you're not going to be able to travel that road. And they go, well, he's not going to become president. He goes, I'm just giving you a what if scenario. And they go, well, that's a stupid scenario. It's never going to happen. So they ended up buying the retirement area that we're talking about. All right. Then, sure enough, Trump wins and decides he's basically, even though he's the president of the United States and he should live in Washington, D.C., everybody, come on, we all know he spent a shitload of time in Mar-a-Lago.
Yes.
So my cousin's in-laws, because they live so close to Mar-a-Lago, but they still live off the mainland. In order to drive to the mainland, that meant that they had to this is the road they have to take to get to, like even if they're going to go to Walgreens, you're going to go to Walgreens, you got to go to the mainland to get there. Except when Trump was in Mar-a-Lago, they closed down that parkway.
That's bullshit.
So they literally had to drive, and I don't remember, I'm sure I'm exaggerating, but they had to drive like 40 miles out of their way just to get over to the mainland. Because that's how disruptive him living there was. And even now when he's not president, he still has Secret Service and all this stuff. And they still, they still have to, now it's all the time. They can't drive anywhere because if not, they have to drive down and take the more southern way across the mainland. So they're screwed, and it's you got to drive like 100 miles or 40 miles round trip or whatever just to hit the mainland. Because they didn't even consider it as an option that Trump would win. So I'm saying that whenever I think about my cousin, I always think about he didn't vote for Trump, of course not. But he at least said, foresight. Yeah, he goes, I don't trust the American people to not vote for this guy. He could win. And when his father-in-law was laughing, saying, "Oh, he's never going to win," it was my cousin that said, he might. You never know. Don't trust the American people. He could. If they would have listened to him, they would have saved themselves a shitload. They would have saved themselves a lot of time, because now their vacation home, it's always so far away, By the way, Steve says, Ray, sorry for the sexist comment today that landed me in Facebook jail. I will be here on I will be here on YouTube every day this week. Great show, guys. Thanks for the laughs. There you go, Steve. We'll invite listeners to come join you on YouTube. Poor Steve.
Poor fetish Steve.
I'll share the YouTube link every day so people can join you, Steve. You poor bastard. It is my workout time though, so we gotta wrap it up. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Nick, thank you for wearing your flag outfit Saturday night.
Whenever you need it.
I had a flag to look at when the Star Spangled Banner was playing. There you go.
America's sweetheart is representing America.
If you get a chance, if you get a chance, watch Chris Stice's TikTok. It is Nick big time, and it is hysterical. It's one of the funniest TikToks you'd see. Trust me. All right, we're going to wrap it up. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great Monday, everyone. And we'll talk to you Tuesday. I'm sorry. This is a great Tuesday, everyone. That feels like a Monday. And we'll talk to you tomorrow on Wednesday with a Hump Day broadcast. So long, everybody.